Now, moving over to the NFC side, man. Number one seed Seahawks are back in action, hosting the 49ers, who got a big dub over the Eagles. And I know how we all feel about the Eagles, but the 49ers got this win despite losing George Kittle early in that game, survived two late Brock Purdy turnovers to get the dub. How much confidence did that win inspire in this 49ers unit for y'all?
They reminded us who they are in terms of fuck around, find out. And that was the perfect, ending for the Eagles to go against a team that's just solid all around. And every single time this was the first time I actually like doubted the 49ers, and I'm actually like pissed off looking back at it that I did, because this is their identity, who they are. They're gonna
For real.
smack you in the mouth and make you play, good sound fundamental football. That was the last thing the Eagles needed. And I feel as if they should have all the confidence in the world, but why can't they go in and win this game? So why not?
The why not would be shit. At some point, it's got to catch up, man. You look at the defense depleted by injury. Now you lose George Kittle, who I would say is not only a valuable piece of that offense from a skill point standpoint, but also from a leadership standpoint. You have an injury like that, and that can do one of two things. It can either galvanize you, bring all the guys closer together, or it can expose, some of the holes that that guy has been patching up. And for the 49ers, I don't know how this will turn for them. I think a big thing will be if Fred Warner comes back this week because he will bring that juice back and bring that leadership back to this team. But at the same time, this is a game we saw 2 weeks ago, and one of these teams didn't score a touchdown. I'm not sure what changed from 2 weeks ago to now. Yes, they got a good win. Yes, Jawan Jennings threw a beautiful touchdown to Christian McCaffrey, and we're all happy the Eagles got sent home. But I don't know if that win alone gave me enough confidence that the 49ers can go up to Seattle and do something that very few offenses or very few teams, period, have done this year, and that's find success in beating Seattle.
Yeah, but a lot of times people go into games thinking they can win and still get their ass beat. Shout out Oregon, but this is I think it could end up being something similar to that. Like I said, they will have confidence. Why not have confidence going into this game? But Seattle, they're not one dimensional. They got multiple ways they can like just smack you around. And wide receiver game, JSN, even Cooper Cup. If you this feels like a Cooper Cup 2 touchdown game. Something
Oh
very
God.
random, crazy. It's a divisional game. They're gonna get up just because it's a divisional team. It's the playoffs. You know you're gonna get your absolute best from Seattle, who's coming off a bye. They've been scouting the 49ers, and they just played them 2 weeks ago. So this is a perfect spot for Seattle just to smack San Fran, win the game, something like 24 to 13, 24-10, something real calm because their defense didn't change. I'm sure San Fran will add a trick play or a wrinkle here and there to try to get them on their toes, but Seattle's so fundamentally sound. This is the worst matchup for the 49ers. If they could have avoided Seattle, maybe they could have got to the Super Bowl, but this is horrible for San Fran.
Mm, okay, the only reason that I would disagree is because of what you said about it being a division game. I have no idea what it is about this phenomenon in the NFL. I've seen it. This has been the most extreme example this year, in my opinion. The volatility of division games this year, I haven't seen anything like it. We saw the Eagles get blasted by 30 against the Giants. We saw we saw the Panthers skunk the Falcons 30. We saw the Saints dominate the Buccaneers. Like we've seen like the most crazy examples. When I think about this game, they just played 2 weeks ago. It's hard to beat a team twice. So my first thought in this game, like obviously, all eyes go to the 49ers defense. They had civilians and AI generated lineups out there, third and fourth, fifth string linebackers. And we're all like, how did they win this game? I think about the volatility of both quarterbacks. And I don't mean this to be on no troll shit, but imagine you have, two teams well coached, physical, they have their identity, they're sure of themselves, and you have just one individual on your team that can
Oh
fuck it
God.
all up
Oh
with
God.
one wonky drop back. Now, the problem that I'm having is both teams have this issue. So who is going to be the one to fuck it up worse is who is going to win this game. I think that yes, Seattle's clearly the better team. They can run, they can throw, they can hit. They're the better team. But a lot of times the shit goes out the window in divisional games. And unfortunately, kudos to him, but his track they have an individual on the Seattle offense whose track record is
Stop
to
it.
act in the worst. I'm sorry, Nick, but I'm not making this up. There's an individual on that team who has been known to act in the worst interest against of his team, and they have won games in spite of him. Now, I'm not predicting that, but I just want to again put something on your mind because if we show up, I'm not sure what day this game is, and we're wondering kind of like how did they just win the game against the Eagles? I see a lot of the same things. Like this is a team that's more complete than them, that's healthier than them. Yeah, the Eagles had the cloud over them. I think the Seahawks have a positivity cloud. Like the vibes might be too high. Like Seattle hasn't won shit in forever. Like this is I would give them way more respect as a one seed than I would Denver, but I don't want us to be in the realm of like, you know, Crabtree, Sherman days where it's one of them funky ass games and it comes down to the last play. And I don't know. I think I would pick Seattle, but I just want to put that on your minds. The volatility of these quarterbacks is what's gonna because that's what kind of peaked its ugly head in the first game. Like Brock Purdy was coming off of 10 touchdowns in the games before, and it looked like he didn't know left from right in that game, and he was turning the ball over, and he was, whatever quarterback gets off their game first is going to fuck it up for their team because these division games are hard for me to predict because you can have the best team, you can have the biggest gaps and units and schemes, and we see that Seattle's clearly better. But in division games, especially a division playoff game, I'm very wary of these two elite tier game managers. Can we agree on that? Is that fair? Is that
Yeah,
fair?
we can call them game
I don't want to
managers, bro.
disrespect Sammy D.
But I think, for all the flack Sam Darnold gets, bro. There
Yeah,
was a point in that game on Sunday where I thought Brock Purdy just threw this game away. And that was on that late
yeah,
pick after the 49ers took the lead. Brock Purdy throws the late pick on the over route to essentially give
yeah,
Philadelphia another chance, another bite at the apple. And I'm like,
right,
okay, Philadelphia is a Super Bowl team. They're gonna do what Super
yeah,
Bowl championship teams do and
and
come
win.
back and win
Yeah,
this thing. Obviously they didn't, but Brock Purdy has that same little ism that
yeah,
Sam Darnold does, as you alluded
yeah,
to. But when I look at this game, I think yes, it's which quarterback will blink first, but it's also
mhm,
which coach will allow their quarterback to blink first. And I think when I
okay,
look at this Seattle team, why would Mike McDonald and this offensive staff even consider putting Sam Darnold in that position? Because you look back to that last 49ers game, yes, they only scored 13 points, but Sam Darnold wasn't asked to do a whole lot. Only
right,
26 attempts, completed 20 of them.
okay,
The run game got going. You got 97 yards from Kenneth Walker, 74 from Zach Charbonnet. Follow that same formula. Play good defense, get the stops, control the ball. You're going to get out of here with a win. I think that's as simple as it is for Sam Darnold.
okay.
You take the keys out of his hands this week. You give him the K9, you give him the Charbonnet, and you just say, hey, look, run us to victory. Our defense got us. Let's get out of here. Let's, get the blood flowing. We've been off a couple of weeks. Let's get this dub and let's go home, man.
I think NFL teams think a lot differently than we do, and obviously that's a good thing because like if we were to have it our way, like the league would look crazy. Like the way that these coaches would think is just so. The only reason I don't think it would be wise for them to try to put the game in Sam Darnold's hands, but I can see a world where they say, all right, fuck it, he got us this far, on some Disney movie bullshit, and we've been reading too much of the headlines, like Mike McDonald has proven himself to be a good head coach, but he's not won a playoff game, has he?
Now, this is his first playoff appearance, I believe.
Okay, so right. That can always go one or two ways. So like sometimes like you made a great point about the head coaches. Like as much shit as I give Shanahan, I can't just, let Mike McDonald off easy thinking I know what he's gonna do because I have no clue what he's gonna do. He might trip over his own feet. Him and Sam Darnold might sit down and say, and bring Clinton room and be like, well, they're expecting us to turn around, hand the ball off 30 times. Let's shock the world. You know what I'm saying? Like some feel good. out west vibes bullshit. And let's shock the world. And Sam drop back and throw it 30 times and throw it all over the yard and win us this game. And you know, one time they're down the red zone, fuck, we ain't kicking it. Put the ball in Sam Darnold's hand. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see
Yeah,
a first time playoff head coach. He's a very, them young cats, they're very in their head. They're very stubborn. They're very,
kind of like
oh,
Liam
I'm gonna
Cohen.
show
Yeah,
you. You know what I'm saying? Like they can be. We just saw Ben Johnson do it. Ben Johnson went for it on fourth down inside of his own 50 like 4 times. For some odd reason, it paid off. But the theme that I've heard a lot today is gonna catch up with you. So if they want to die and they want to live and die by Sam Darnold, like you said, I think that would be a mistake. But I just want to say, to counter your counter, I can see a world where egos prevail and they do some goofy shit like, oh, well, let's let our quarterback, he's gotten us this far and he's won XYZ games. That'll show them, and then they kind of just work themselves out of a playoff win, especially in a division game. But I think you are correct in saying that that would be unwise, but I don't want to make it seem like it's impossible.
yeah, no, for
It's
sure.
unlikely. Yeah,
Obviously, nothing is impossible in this
yeah,
NFL
yeah,
playoffs, as we've seen
yeah,
so far. Even with, you know what I'm saying, a team in the Panthers giving the Rams a game, but
yeah,
just, closing points on this game.
yeah.
Vance, who you taking, man?
It's gonna be close. I'm gonna Seahawks. They beat them twice. They have the confidence. I'm gonna keep it simple. I think that's what the Seahawks are gonna do. Keep it simple as well and win this game. I'm gonna say Seahawks 24, 49ers 19.
Mm, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even think I have 49ers haven't scored 19 on the Seahawks defense all year. I don't think that changes coming into this game. Give me Seahawks in a 28-6, 28-6, 28-9.
See it? I can see it. I
Hmm.
know TJ got something up his sleeve, bro. What you feeling, bro?
Okay, so I think I saw a stat. Correct me if I'm wrong, that the 49ers have reached the conference championship every single time they've made the playoffs under Shannon. Do I have that correct? I think it
That
was something
sounds
like he's
right.
made every.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it was. I don't remember all the games that they played. The Lions, they played um the
Shit, he been
Rams
to
one
two
time.
Super
Yeah, we'd have
Bowls,
to
so
look
yeah.
at. Yeah, so I think they make the conference championship every single time, right? And that's with some of the greatest personnel that we've seen, but like they've just lost so much. I just like you said, I just don't think they can keep sustaining without it catching up. I don't want to see Brock Purdy in another NFC championship game because I think they would win that game and go to the Super Bowl. But can I see Sam Darnold in an NFC championship game? No, I can't. Fuck me. I feel like I'm gonna be a clown if I pick the 49ers. Damn it. I don't want to do it. I ain't no bitch.
Ain't nothing wrong.
I ain't no bitch. I'm gonna pick the 49ers. I'm gonna pick the 49ers. I ain't no bitch. All right, but in all fairness, I reserve the right to change my mind on paper. Just want to put that out there. On the pick 'em, I reserve the right to change my mind. So yes,
I got
on
you.
video, I'm going taking the 49ers.
You gotta lead to
Yes.
protect this shit.
Yeah, bro. Just give me
Yeah.
the opposite of TJ.
Well, yeah, whoever I'm picking is gonna lose just at this point. So yeah.
But nah, man. So
Oh, y'all want me to score?
yeah, if you got one.
Oh, I'm gonna go 17-16 San Francisco. Something I just stick with like these low scoring, head busting.
Yeah.
I just don't see it being anything. Game is in Seattle, right? Okay, yeah. It's not
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
too
in
cold.
Seattle.
Okay, yeah. 17-16 49ers. Reserve the right to change.
I got you. And so last playoff matchup we got, man. And honestly, I think this will be one of the better games of the weekend. Rams at Bears. Bears complete the crazy comeback to get the late win. Well, really, both of these teams complete
Yeah,
crazy comebacks to win. Bears come back big from the 21-point halftime deficit.
yeah.
Rams were trailing with 2 minutes to go, find a way to get a win there. How do these teams come into this game? Well, first of all, let's talk about it from a player perspective. I don't know, how many comebacks we've been a part of, but just talk about kind of just some of that energy you get coming off of coming off of the games that these two teams had.
I'll let you go, TJ.
Okay. So obviously we will look at it in a positive light, but the hater in me, the slight problem that I'm having is I feel like, well, at least to speaking to Chicago, I feel like they have adopted this mindset of like living dangerous and fast and like, all right, well, we can't lose. Like we can fuck off if because if you notice, these comebacks keep getting later and later. Like it's not just a second half comeback. Like they literally keep pushing it later and later in the game. Like they can't just keep getting away with this. And I said that last week. This close, like one drop ball, one penalty away. Like I
Yeah.
just can't see them doing. And this is the team. This is if there ever was a team that can punish them for doing that. This is the
Oh my
team.
God.
You talk about bad matchups. If they could have avoided a team, this is no. I'm not on no glazing shit. If there was ever a team that can show them the error of their ways, this is it. Pound for pound, dare I say, the most complete team in the playoffs left. Will we have a problem with that? No, no problems with
Nah.
that. Okay, no egregious. That's not an egregious statement. Okay, we can. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
disagree, we're on the same wavelength. Okay, so I just think that a team that's complete that has a lot to clean up. Now, the reason I don't want to rule any teams out and like be disrespectful to any of these teams, because we just saw Carolina come within this close of beating the Rams. They played a pretty phenomenal game. I know they had some turnovers, but they were able to turn Matthew Stafford over. Bryce Young made one of the throws of the year with that
No cap.
that wheel route to Coker. Like that was a fantastic game. So hats off to them. I think that the Rams were scared straight, and I think that the Bears have been kind of led astray by like, oh well, we don't have to live right because no matter what we do, we're gonna get it done. And they just don't have that organizational pedigree to keep that going. Now,
Mm.
yes, within the scope of this season, they have created that pedigree for themselves. But there's only one team in football led by one person, no glazing shit, that we really respect in a trailing position, no matter what it is, chips to the table, gun to our head, we would never have said that it was Caleb Williams. So I can't stray away from that. I think if they want to play that game, I think this will finally, bite them in the ass. Maybe Caleb Williams might like getting bitten in the ass, but I just, I don't know. I think the Rams will get it together, and I think Chicago will finally understand the error of their ways. Maybe not a domination, but like a 28-14 Rams. He's not able to overcome two early turnovers, and the Rams are seasoned enough to not keep dicking around with them. The Packers, we can't say that we're stunned that they did that. Is that fair to say?
No, not at all.
So I would be stunned if the Rams did this. So that's why I think they have the edge in this game. I think this is a bad matchup. Caleb, bro, hats off to you, but football games are 4 quarters, not one. So we just got on Bo Nick's ass for that. No, he made some of the most fantastic throws that we've ever seen. He has things that we can't teach, that we can't coach, but 50% of passes getting completed is
Hmm.
not a divisional playoff game. So I'm going with the Rams.
Man.
Nah.
Yeah, they can't keep getting away with this, but I've seen it. They said Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. It's now Caleb Williams and Colston Loveland.
You gotta do the thing. You gotta do the thing.
Nah. But it
Okay.
listen, man. You said the Rams are gonna get it together. I've seen them do this twice already this season in terms of giving it up late in the game. We saw Seahawks number 1 seed. Rams were up 16 points in the fourth quarter and lost
Yep.
to the Seahawks. We saw they had the
Yep.
Eagles dead to rights. Eagles
Yep.
block a field goal to win the game. And the Rams, very talented, very skilled, top to
Yeah.
bottom. Why not? Can't they win the Super Bowl? But
Yeah.
they've had their moments of Shaq in the full
Yeah.
type of
Absolutely.
moments this year.
Absolutely.
And so I do see the Rams getting up. I do see the Bears making a comeback. Now, will it bite them in the ass this round? I don't think so, just because we've seen the Rams actually blow it before. So this is just a
Yeah.
trend. The Bears, I give them one more week to get to the NFC Championship game. Have the opportunity to play for a Super Bowl.
Mm. And
Okay.
this will be an interesting matchup because I think kind of as TJ alluded to, this Rams team will be able to punish the Bears for playing the way they've played, all the way up to this point. Just looking at this stylistically, this Rams offense is the number one offense in the league, averaging
Yeah.
over 30 points per game. And Vance, last week you called the Bears a good defense. The Bears are bottom five in defense, giving up almost 400 yards a game. Matt Stafford finna sling that pill all across the field. Kyler Gordon, ice up, buddy. It's gonna be a long one for you. You're gonna see a lot of Devontae, a lot of Puka, a lot of these tight ends. Hell, Kobe Parkinson just head topped one of those Panthers defenders for game last week. So I think that will be definitely the game plan for the Rams. You just think of what they can do schematically against this Bears team that plays a lot of man coverage, a lot of the condensed formations, the insert routes, the zone running schemes. I think all of that will find success. But on another level, we talk about Caleb Williams, and in the chat, I said Saturday night, Caleb Williams might be the worst quarterback to watch on Prime Vision, bro, because TJ alluded to him completing 50% of his passes. It was like those first two quarters, he's looking past guys in an attempt to try to make that big play. You got a guy open in the flat, you're looking second, third level, trying to make that big splash play. It's not
Yeah.
there. That leads to incompletion, sacks, getting off schedule, things like that. Part of the reason why that Bears offense struggled early in that game. Now come the fourth quarter, when you need it, yes, Caleb was making those timing throws, hitting those deep left throws on those corners. I want to say they ran that like 5 times in a row, throwing that deep left corner to Colston Loveland and some other guys. But for me, like you can't live like that as a quarterback,
Yeah.
especially not when you're going up against an MVP caliber quarterback. You need
Mhm.
those points, and especially we talk about Ben Johnson rolling the dice. You roll the dice like that against this Rams team, that's seven. Point blank
Yeah.
period. I just like the Rams in this one, man.
I guess scores prediction because that'll give me,
Oh,
like
yeah.
how y'all think this game goes. I want to know.
I think this game a blowout, bro. I'm gonna be
Ooh.
100% honest with you, bro. I'm thinking like 42-10.
Whoa.
Okay, bro. It's an NFL game, bro.
No, I know it's an NFL game, don't get me wrong, and I understand the momentum Chicago has. But like as TJ alluded to, we kind of talked about it a lot in this episode, things catching up to you. This is gonna be the game that playing the fourth quarter or living for the fourth quarter catches up to the Bears, and this Rams offense will like I said, keep doing what they've done all season. Devontae gonna get in the box, Kyron gonna get in the box, Puka gonna get in the box. I just don't see this Bears defense having answers for all of the different ways this Rams offense can attack.
And what
Wow.
about you,
42.
TJ?
That's crazy. Well, I'm intrigued by the pairing of the two offensive masterminds, if that's a fair statement. Ben Johnson, obviously notwithstanding, because in that last game we were kind of like, all right, buddy, you kind of yeah, his he was not passing the tester for. I think that something that's kind of going under the radar is that we looked at Ben Johnson like, oh, he's gonna save Caleb Williams. Like, if you notice, it's kind of been the other way around in these comeback wins. Like, I have seen in the last month, I have seen probably 3 of the 5 most spectacular throws I've ever seen in my life via Caleb Williams. But I've also seen in each game 3 quarters of the most dog shittest, can't read the route tree over the middle football. So if it's coming down, I don't see a scenario where it's coming down to a game, but you can't be depending on a miraculous play every single game and expect that to be sustainable. I rewatched that clip of the throw he made to Adunze. The biggest problem I had was how the fuck was it caught? Because there were
No
I
cap.
understand the mechanics of the throw, like that was ridiculous, but like those defenders, like shame on all 3 of the like I don't even think Roma Dunze saw the fucking ball until it was like in his face and he made a phenomenal catch. Like it looks worse from the angle, like it's like the sideline angle from where he threw it. Like there were 3 defenders physically covering Roma Dunze, like to where like I don't even know if Caleb Williams saw him, but like that's just something that should not happen. Like all credit to him, like that was a phenomenal play, one of the best I've ever seen. But I also underestimated the unseriousness of Green Bay. Like I know we were clowning like it would be Trevon Diggs, 6, and no, my God, I thought that was good, but like they didn't even need him to get on the field for the unserious shit to start. Like if y'all get a chance when you hear this, like, please go back and look at that play. That shit was bad. Roma Dunze was not even like much open to what
No,
we call like, oh, throw it. He wasn't open for that shit
not
to
at
have gotten
all.
completed. It's like it's almost like the Packers defense, like, you pussy, you're not gonna throw this, like, and it's like that meme where the guy and he's like, I'm pussy, and he chucked it. He's like, all right, yeah, I'm throwing it. And if the Rams can keep that from happening, like, get a scenario where, like, so you know what, to Nick, to your point, it has to be a blowout for the Rams to win this game. It has to be a blowout because they might get fire on their ass if they keep letting, because I think Chicago lives to come back from these games. So if it is, like Van said, if it's a comeback, I will pick Chicago because the Rams were very close last week to just. So in order for the Rams to win this game, which I think they would, it has to be a blowout, but I'm going to give Chicago more respect. I'm thinking 38-17, maybe 35-17, because I think they will be able to score points. I don't want to discredit them, but the Rams are not going to win a close game. They will only win via offensive domination, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 28-27 Bears. It's gonna
Field
be,
goal?
they're down like, yeah, no, they're gonna score 4 touchdowns. Something wack is gonna happen for the Rams. It's gonna be 27-14, and then that's when the Bears start to come back. They score 2 late touchdowns, win that
Okay.
game. That's just like how the season's been going. That's what it's trending.
Okay.
Why not? Why couldn't that happen? But
No,
I can't see them getting blown out. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
gotta slit their throat, bro. Like
To
you got.
answer, there's no reason they can't happen because we just saw Carolina play the most competitive playoff game probably of anybody. So
Yeah.
to your point, we don't want to shortchange them and say like, oh, I don't want it to sound like we're saying like they don't belong because you could argue they've played better than the Rams,
yeah,
like full body of work. But when you get in the playoffs, it's like, who do you trust? Who's reliable? Like, who's consistent? And 4 quarters, like you've said, you talk a lot about in other sports, like it doesn't matter until the fourth quarter. But in football, you can't put yourself in that hole because it isn't like basketball. We can go on a quick run and 15-0 in a few minutes. Like it requires so much momentum in the fourth quarter, and like the battle of wills becomes like, oh, damn, we losing by 20. I just want to go home because we forget that these cats are humans. Like these are human men, and like they're tired. They're like when I said in the Green Bay game, they were tired and cold. Them niggas wanted to go home on that last scramble
Mhm.
drill. Wasn't
Yeah.
nobody trying to get open. It was like, fuck it, I'm ready to go home. So maybe the Rams can be that team to, kind of break that will because as fun of a guy as Sean McVay looks like, he's a killer. If
no
you
cap.
really like, you really watch him, he's got crazy eye. He's a killer. He
He
might
got that twitch,
be
bro.
cool and buddy. He's a killer. Like I know Ben Johnson strikes me as like Ben Johnson is very fake thug to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the little handshake thing and like fuck the Packers. Like say that shit on the field. Like you got LaFleur in front of you. Say fuck the Packers on the field. Like Chicago, like they not. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'm egging shit on, but like they don't talk like they want to. Oh, I'm gonna play with cheese grater and like. Oh, they going home now. They Caleb Williams with that shit. Oh, they wanted it, they got it, and now they know. Like, I feel like Chicago is the type of team. They don't talk that type of shit on the field because they just want to win the game however they can, and then they want to
Yeah.
talk shit after. So, like, I feel like it's a fake. A Chrysler 300 look like a Phantom, so a Phantom
Okay.
pull up. So, Ben Johnson, you got to show me. You got to show me. So, if they show me, I'll put like this. If the Bears win this game, I'm gonna ride with them to the wheels fall off. I ride with them. They win this game, I ride with them. I ride with them to the end. Yeah, I think that's fair.
No, that's fair, bro.
They win this
That's
game,
fair.
I ride with them.
Caleb Williams was the #1 pick for a reason.
So it's
We're
messed
about to
up.
find out just
So it's
how
messed up.
special. It's 2 special quarterbacks, bro. It's gonna be a special game.
Yeah.
I agree, bro. But one of these defenses is not special, making
All
it
right.
way easier for one of these quarterbacks to
Well, they
look
special,
special.
just not the good kind of special.
When we come back and they got 3 turnovers, bro, we'll find
Okay,
out.
wait. I can't let you do that. Turnovers are not mutually exclusive to good defense. I can't let you do that. because they
Shit.
could get 3 turnovers and give
Turnovers
up
and
30.
wins. That's
Bro,
what matters
they
to
didn't
me.
even get a turnover in the comeback versus the Packers, bro. They
But
forced them,
wins,
but they ain't
bro. They
recover.
get wins. They get wins.
They do.
They played with. They kept playing.
When that fumble happened and they jumped on the ball, they kicked it out of bounds. Open fumble on the ground. You jump on it, and then the defender kicks that bitch out of bounds. I'm like, there's no way they can win this game. But then I'm like, I'm looking at this shit wrong. Like that shit was ordained for them to win that game. For you to kick a
Yep.
fucking fumble out of bounds and still win the game. Like, so if they win this game, they just got it. And at that point, we just gotta give it to them. Like if they win this game, it's
They
nothing
got
else we can
Sister
say
Jean
because
room for them, bro. They got
I'm
Sister
about to say
Jean
because
room
we
for them.
giving the Rams they props, like we giving the Rams the respect that they deserve. If you beat who we think is the top, the Rams might be the 5 seed, but we felt like they were the best team, a la Seattle. We felt like they were the best team. Is that fair?
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
So it was unfortunate that they had to play in the same division with Seattle. They will be the 1 seed any other year, any other conference that has a shoe in for the 1 seed. And they blew that game to Atlanta on some funny shit, but that's just the NFL for you. So I don't know. This is a very, I think this round will be good. We have seen phenomenal football. I have no reason to think it'll change, but shit gotta start coming back down to earth. I feel like shit gotta start like, coming back in the place that makes it like people gotta
Yeah.
start. We gotta get back to where like the totem pole, the hierarchy, shit gotta start shaking out. And Caleb Williams in the Super Bowl, bro, it's gonna be crazy if they win. So it's Chicago, man, y'all better have a National Guard out there, mug. Uh, take the switches away, take the choppers away. Yeah, it's
Hey,
gonna
but
get crazy.
I will say though, bro, like it's good to see Chicago back being a
Yeah,
sports city.
yeah,
'Cause, like just Saturday watching the games, bro, I'm just like,
yeah,
I follow a couple of like Chicago rappers on the gram
yeah,
and shit. So watching their stories, bro, like they all tapped into the
yeah,
game, supporting. Like I
Yeah.
watched Lucky
yeah,
Story, Chucky, like they both tapped in and showing love to the Bears, bro. That's really awesome to see.
yeah.
These
It is.
franchises that haven't had this shine get this shine, and the whole city support them, man.
And they've been through a lot. Like you got to give like these. When I looked at them fans' faces and they was getting the fuck beat out of them, I'm like, these people have been tortured for this. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, what did they do to deserve like this level of clownery every single year? And it's like they heard me, and then the Bears are like, all right, we owe it to these people. Like, Chicago is the city, like a beautiful city, but they always have, the dark side of Chicago, the murder, the violence, like the poverty. So for them, it's a tale of two cities. Like you got the rich, white, affluent part, and oh, we love the Bears, but like you got some niggas in the trenches that are really ready to die about the
Nah,
Bears.
for real.
So that's like shout out to them. Like that's crazy, showing mad love to them. Like they earned it, they deserve it. So I don't want to seem like I'm hating. We can pick these games in a vacuum and be objective, but like I would love to see them win. They deserve it. They've been through
For
hell.
real.
No team will enjoy. I don't think there will be a sports franchise on this planet that will enjoy a championship more than the Chicago Bears. So good luck to them, and we'll see. But shout out to them.
Nah, for real, bro. I had to dust off all
Yeah.
my Bears drip, bro. Had to bring it back.
Oh yeah, you showed it. You sure did. Okay.
Oh, God. But nah, man. I guess we'll end it like this. Me and Vance, I think our Super Bowl predictions are still alive. Seahawks, Patriots. TJ, you
Yeah.
predicted Eagles, Bills. Them Eagles let you down. How you rocking in the NFC, or are you changing your
Okay.
prediction
Okay.
altogether?
All right. Oh fuck me. Tyrell Shavers and Gabe Davis. Why you had to do me this, bro? I wanted to pick. Okay. All right. 49ers Bills. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. 49ers Bills. That's nasty. Fuck it. I'm for that. That's disgusting. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
you never know,
It'd
bro.
be
NFL script writers might do whatever they can to get Josh Allen in the ring at this point, man.
And the
yeah, bro.
49ers are playing at the game is in their home stadium. So
Yeah,
they
facts.
fucked up the 1 seed, but they might spin back and get that. So
You never
Brock
know.
Purdy, Josh Allen, man. Damn.
Hey, let's pray to the football gods we don't get that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Please
Least watched
disregard me.
Super Bowl of all time.
I'm just
Nah,
trying to give
Bad
these
Bunny at
people some time.
halftime too.
Yeah, bro. They gonna turn all of that off.
Who's doing the halftime again? I forgot.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny,
Oh my goodness.
Chambea.
MAGA bowl, boy, they're gonna be like, can we get somebody who speaks English at least? This is not
Yeah.
right. Yeah, all right. Just tell us how you really feel.
Facebook
No,
comments gonna be booming.
no cap. I know Van, she gonna be moving them hips during that halftime.
All right.
I'm like, pass me the Rotel. Yeah.
Shit, pass me the
Nah, I
whole
feel it.
bowl. Fuck it.
Nah, for real.
Okay.
But man, that's another episode, No Cap Sports, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, stay plugged with us on the socials. And
Yeah.
man, we tapped into this playoff football. Make sure y'all tapped in too and tap in with us, man. We out of here.
Yeah.